I manage 3 engineers here in Hays, Kansas. What we do here, we do system planning for sunflower electric when it comes to transmission lines, and how much power can these transmission lines carry, and how can we transport the power from the generation units to the load centers. Well, Sunflower Electric is a very good company to work for. Working here for 11 years, I learned a lot about sunflower and sunflower culture. One of the things that I feel really strong about working for Sunflower is the ability to actually make mistakes and not have a problem with losing your job or worrying about your function. That really helps us as engineers to be more creative and look for things outside the box without worrying about, well, if I deviate from this vision, then I'm going to get in trouble. No. So this company allow employees like me to think outside the box, be creative, and bring your creativity as an engineer into the working place and see the progress and what benefit does that bring to your job. My favorite part of my job is the fact that I have built confidence in my field, that I know exactly what I need to do every day. I could plan my work. I could do what I love to do on daily basis, and knowing that what I do really helps the customers in Western Kansas reduce rates, finding ways to move power at the least cost, but not losing reliability. That's always something I deal with on daily basis, and I just love working and spending my time doing that. As an engineer, most people think that you basically sit on the computer all day designing things and calculating things, do math and science and everything. Something that people don't know about my job is a lot of what I do on daily basis, besides the technical aspects of my job, is relating to other people and communicating with other people in the office. They could be accountants, they could be in the PR department, it could be anywhere from that. So the interaction of my job is not just engineering. A lot of times we have that interaction with other departments just because they want to understand certain things about our business. They're not after the math and the science, they're after the concepts and a high level understanding of how power moves from generation to load, and the impact of certain disturbances on the system, the impact of renewable integration in the power system. So these kind of things is kind of what we call the teamwork that we have at Sunflower Electric. Is I do help other departments besides doing my own design or analysis and things like that. My advice for others who would like to follow my career path is start learning early on in your profession. The first thing starts in college, where you take in your courses to become an engineer, is to start learning about how do I apply what I'm learning in the classroom in the field and in the industry. And the best way to learn this is to find an internship where you could go work in the summertime or on your breaks at a utility or a power company or an engineering firm, and start learning. Okay, I learned this in class, I see the application. There is a lot of benefit to that, especially when you step your foot on your real job. The minute you get hired, you're not starting from scratch trying to learn everything from there. At least you have been exposed. The other thing I learned that will help a lot through your career is learn how to deal with people and learn how to communicate with people. A lot of engineers has a lot of sophisticated data that they need to translate to non-technical people. It will help you a lot if you start learning this process early on. Don't wait till you're 15, 20 years down in your career trying to learn how to communicate. So these are my 2 things that I would recommend people to start looking at before jumping into this field. Well, there's a lot of things that I could point to about working at Sunflower that I really think are the best. One of them is the culture that we work with. We have a really good culture at Sunflower where we we're Sunflower trying to improve on teamwork, accountability, integrity, servant leadership. But the best thing about this job that I have with Sunflower is job security. One of the things that I do every day is I look in the news and I see some news about some company laying off people just because they're not making the money or whatever the reason is. I have never had that feeling at Sunflower. I go to work without thinking about, oh my God, when am I going to get laid off, or how are the companies doing financially. And that's an advantage working for a utility company in the US. We are very much a non-profit company here, so we're not at risk financially as much as if you go work for somebody who's trying to make the money. Our job is to maintain rates at acceptable levels and just build the system to provide reliable service. And if you do that, you don't have to worry too much about your job. So job security is my favorite.